Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jasmine Shanice coming to you again with another wig video. What I'm showing you here is my head mold already blocked on my wig block, just because I make lace wigs also. In this first part of this video, you see that ribbon. We are going to take that ribbon and attach it to the front of that elastic band on that dome cap. Then we're going to tack down our frontal exactly where we want it to lay on our wig. My head is big, so I like my frontal to lay in front of my hairline. As you start to sew, you're going to sew into that elastic band on both sides of the closure. This will be the only time you do sew into the elastic band, and you want to make sure when you sew down your frontal that your stitches are close together. All the cap that is left underneath that frontal is going to be cut off. Here you can see how close I like my stitching. I like it that close because when you cut off the cap underneath, you don't want any gaps. If you get gaps, you're going to want to reconstruct the whole entire wig all over again. The way I sew down one side and then I go to the other side and start sewing so I can meet in the middle. If you see, I am pulling the frontal to get rid of that excess. So I'm pulling it just so the frontal will lay flat, and when you put it on your head, it will lay flat and there won't be any bumps or grooves. So you just pull it tight and you keep on sewing. You're going to meet in the middle and you're going to overlap your strings. And it's going to be a slow down here so you can see what I mean. I'm going to overlap those strings so when I cut them off, just in case a string does pop, it's easier for me to go back in and fix what I did. And throughout this video, if you guys have any questions, and I mean any questions at all, whether it be from my wig mold to my wig block to why I'm doing whatever, please comment down below and let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now we're about to cut those strings off, and our frontal is stitched down and very secure because those stitches are very close together, and I don't think I'm going to have any problems with it. Now that you see that this is done, we are ready to install our 4 bundles, 226, 224, and that closure is a 20-inch. Now with me starting off sewing these, I do stitch down the bundles. Since I'm doubling them, I do stitch down them individually, if that makes sense. I stitch down one part, then I stitch down another part, and then I stitch them together. Also, when I go over, you guys see the 2 seams, I also stitch those individually, and when I flip over, I stitch the 2 separate tracks individually, just so it lays flat, and you guys will see here what I mean. I do one side and I stitch it down flat because no one wants a bulky wig. At the end of this, you guys will see, because 4 bundles, I'm going to be flipping those tracks a lot. So you'll see that me taking one side, stitching that down, then going back, taking the other side and stitching that down, then going back together is going to make it very flat. You do not want any bulk. Having both those tracks together is a lot of weft to be sewing down at the same time, and that is not what you want to do. Here again, I want to just emphasize and show you guys that I sew down the tracks individually on both sides of that seam. Just to, honestly, I do it because I want the construction and the longevity of this cap. Because sometimes these caps don't hold up as long as you want to, like a spandex cap would. So that's why I do it, but this is my favorite cap to use. Here, this is showing you 2 26-inch bundles doubled and how much space I have left. And this is the 3rd bundle. This is one 24-inch bundle, single. So individual wefts, back and forth. This is the very last bundle, and I stacked these tracks. When I say I stacked them, I stacked them. The back ones are close too, but these are right on top of each other, being sewed down. this is also important on this last part, not here, but once I flip the track over, I am going to sew into that elastic band again, and I am going to sew through that frontal. So that just gives it that extra support that I need. They don't have to be super close because I already sewed the frontal down with close stitches. And that is a wrap on this lace frontal wig construction video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow my social media pages.